Okay. Oh, for goodness sake. Where is it? There. What is up with your hand? Your minute hand? What is up with that? Your dial is loose on the movement. That's weird, and of course your hacking doesn't work. Darn it. Okay, I got your handset off. Yep, those little areas of tarnish around the edge. They're just where the clear coat has come up a little bit over the many years, and ancient old crown gasket. Come on. Look at that. Came off in pieces, just like plastic. Okay. I'll put this in the pile of things. There's something up with that dial of yours. Okay, we got 2 servicing marks inside your case back. 2 that I see right off to the bat. D28 something 287 something or other 9720 KK. Doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but they're there. Now let's find out what's up with this movement. Okay, there's our dial off. I did not expect that to be a mix of things, but it was. September 1971. Yep, and October 1971. So the dial is correct. Both dial feet are present, and that goes there under glass. Oh 054105. That is your individual movements number. Okay. Your Diashock spring is warped. They're supposed to be flat. This one is, it's concaved. All right. This is the little automatic winding diddly. And that's got to come off first before I can pull this balance. Just put that in for now. I'm gonna take these dia fix settings off when I'm not on camera. I need to be right on top of these when I do that. Right. Put that to one side. Okay. Darn it. It's a mystery. Put that right there. Why aren't you hacking? Okay. One screw is a different thread, different tab. Huh. It's interesting. Here's your instant date change. Look at the size of that die fix setting. Look at that. I want to be on top of this for the rest of the stuff that I have to do here, the die fix settings and keyless works and stuff like that, just to make sure that I'm really on point when I'm taking this apart. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put everything through its cleaning cycles, and we will go there, and then I will work on reconstructing. Let me get this off since I'm here. Yeah. These are complex little watches. Okay. I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, so I've ran into a situation. This is something I've seen before. This screw, you take this screw out and it allows you access to the balance, so you can do a fine adjust. Your screw, this screw in here is seized. It's totally seized. It just spins in place. I can't get it out. I've been trying to press it out without damaging anything inside the case, and it just does not move. So this, I mean, it wouldn't move before. This doesn't mean anything dire. It just means my job is going to be a little more complicated because I'm going to have to get the watch adjusted properly, correctly, without having the benefit of having that quick adjust in there, or without being able to access it. I mean, it'll be there. I just won't be able to get it. I don't know of any way to press this screw out because it's just not grabbing anything. It's just not. So this is, I don't know when this happened, but it's probably been like that for quite some time, and they're just not dealing with it. I've seen these problems before, actually. What's probably going on is that the gasket that's underneath this thing is just as hard as rock, and it's not letting the screw come out this way, and the threads are jacked up either on this screw itself or in the case. Bottom line, I don't want to do any more stuff to it, simply because it should have come out by now based on what I have been doing, and I don't want to get super crazy and end up doing some kind of like radical something, like trying to drill that screw out and damaging the case. I just don't want to do that. It's not worth it. It's not important enough to want to make that effort. I've already been fooling with it. Probably it's been 45 minutes for me to try to do that, and but I'm annoyed that I didn't get it done, but I'm not going to continue pushing on this, simply because I don't think I'm going to come up with any good results. And in the end, it's not something that you're going to have to deal with, because I'm going to adjust the movement before I put it in. So there we go. Okay, I just dropped the balance. Well, we got our amplitude. Remember, it was running in the 230s before. What you see with higher amplitude as well is it's kicking the balance back and forth further. That effectively makes the seconds longer, if you will, because it takes longer for the balance to make that whole turn. Let's see about doing an adjustment. Okay, I'm going to shorten up the hairspring by the adjusting arm clockwise. I'm not doing this with a fine adjust because the fine adjust is not on. Let's look at that bead error. No, I went the wrong way. That will have been too much, and it was. Still adjusting bead error. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, we got bead error where we need to be. Let's bump that rate up. Bump it down a little bit. That was too much. Too much. Bead error again. Come on, bead error. Work with me. That was too much. Yikes. Oops, way too much, man. These are tiny incremental changes. Oh, too far. Come on. Too far the other way. My goodness. Too far the other way. I like that. That's good. Now I need to test. Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to check the hacking. See if I did it. I did. It hacks. And then the hacking comes right back. Good. Your hacking works exactly as it ought to. So what I ended up having to do there is your hacking lever tip was actually worn, so it wasn't pushing over far enough to stop the balance. So I actually replaced that lever. And that amplitude pops right back up again. Okay, I'm going to let this keep running in. Rather than trying to get it super fine-tuned right now, I'm going to keep letting it run overnight because I'm at the end of my day. Cool. All right. I'm going to let this run in. I'm going to clean up my bench and get ready for the evening because I'm just about out of time. But I wanted to get this running today, and I've done that. And numbers look good. So let's let it run in. Oh, I also meant to tell you, not only did I replace the other part, I also replaced your pallet fork. Your pallet fork has, the stones have flat faces, and they interact with the pallet, with the, oh, my brain, the escape wheel. But they were pretty worn. They had a big channel, like a dip, like a canal dug across the faces. So that's part of our, that was definitely part of our problem too. Okay, now I'm gonna let it run in. Yeah, we're getting really nice numbers. Cool. Just about to shut down for the night. Really good steady numbers. So that's excellent. Okay, and that is the end of that story. Good morning. We're about 15 hours in. So even at like, 60% power, we're still well above the amplitude it had at full power when it first arrived here. So I'm going to keep adjusting and assembling. I think you've got where you need to go. That's adjustment needs to happen, and that's fine. Okay, cool. There's your watch. I'm testing it dialed down, and that's what we're seeing right now. There it is. Pretty steady stuff. Okay, let's make the final video. Okay, so it looks pretty much exactly the same as it did when it came here. It's a little cleaner, case is a little cleaner. Movement is obviously doing what it ought to. The hand winding, when you're hand winding and setting the date, it's still tough. I think it's literally because the crown is small. I went and got, here's an LM special. This has almost the same movement in it. This is a 5126, it's earlier. And this one does the same thing. I can feel it winding the mainspring, but because it's got this big old crown to grab, it's easier. So it came out beautifully. I mean, you've seen the numbers. There were two bad parts besides the gaskets and everything. One, here's your hacking lever. The tip of the hacking lever right here, this is the thing the stem would go in and out, and it pushed and would go push, and that stops the balance. This is worn, so it wasn't going where it needed to go. Hang on just one second. Okay, now on the next part, I'm going to do my best, but it's really tiny. This little thing right here, that's the pallet fork. It goes tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock between the escape wheel and the balance. It has two little jewels in it. Those are those little jewels right there. And the teeth of the escape wheel pass over the face of them. Given enough time and lack of lubrication, you can wear a little channel through them. Come on, I'm trying to get a picture of this. Okay, you look real close on there. Yeah, see on the square end of that jewel right there? See that line across it? That is our wear mark, and there's one identical one on the other stone too. There, that works better to show you. Basically, your escape wheel wore a channel in the faces of the stones of the pallet fork, which changes the architecture, and it means it's not pushing the balance as hard, which drops the amplitude. So this was probably your number one big problem, and this was why it was not hacking. But it hacks now, as it should, just like that. Good to go. Okay, you'll get back these and you can play with them. And besides that, it's ready to roll. Thank you much.